Hey guys, we're doing a follow-up call on a unit we installed last year. This is basically just a 1-year maintenance here. We like to take and just check the unit out and make sure it's all running good. We include that with our new systems. Anytime we sell a new system, we come back in about a year. You know, we try to do it about a year, maybe 12, 13 months, and just check it out and make sure everything's still good. So that's what we're doing here today. We're just gonna do a quick PM. We're gonna just freshen up the coil with some evap fresh, flush the drain out, because this is here in an apartment complex, so our condensate goes into a common drain. So we're gonna flush that out, and we're just gonna give this guy a nice solid service. He spent a lot of money with us to replace this system. He went with the mid-tier option, which was actually the 25 HPB. This is a 16 SEER unit from Carrier. And yeah, we're just gonna give it a once over. We're gonna check a few things on it, and we should be good to go. And we're gonna check the ohm reading on this contactor. 15 ohms, that's looking pretty good. You know, you want an ohm reading in the teens on your contactors, or at least your 1.5 pole or 2 pole contactors. That's a good ohm reading of 15 there. So we're good there. Next, we'll just check out this capacitor real quick, make sure we haven't lost any microfarads from that over the year. All right, going from Herm to common, we have 44, and this is a 45. So we're in line there. We're actually 44.1. So assuming this capacitor was giving us 45 from new, it lost just under a microfarad. So, all right, we'll check from common to fan now, and 4.9, so that's close enough to 5. So this is a good capacitor. We're good to go here. All right, and with the system running here, this is a very quiet unit, honestly, but with the system running here, we're going to just do an amp draw. The whole unit's giving us looks like 9.3 amps. Fan's going to give us 4.7, and just the compressor is 8.9. We're going to go over here and check our ratings on the data plate, and it looks like, where are we at? So our RLA is 16.8. We're well below that. The unit already satisfied. And 0.6 on our amps on our fan. So we are in good shape there, guys. This unit looks like it is good to go over the year. I'm not going to put gauges on it because I already did a temp split downstairs. It was in the 20s, so we're looking good there. Yeah, guys, you really should be checking on your customers after a new install after a year. I mean, I'm not saying go back and try to sell them stuff, but you should go back and at least check on them, you know. Throw an amp probe on the stuff, see how it's doing, make sure it's still clean, change their filter, take a temp split, that type of stuff. I'm not going to throw gauges on this one. I know it's running good. But yeah, I mean, the customer will further trust you, and it builds even a better relationship. So, and if you want to try to sell them a UV light, you know, so be it. But I wouldn't try to go too far. I mean, the people just spent thousands of dollars with you to put a new system in their home just a year ago. I know some companies are really sales driven. They want you to go back and try to sell stuff to them every time you're there. And I'm not in that boat, guys. You know, we're service techs. We're not salesmen. So if I wanted to be a salesman, I'd be a salesman. But I'm not. I'm a service tech. I'm only going to sell people what they need. If I believe a customer will benefit from a UV light, I'll sell them a UV light. If I think a customer will benefit from other add-ons, I will. I'm not going to go to them with a capacitor that's got their top rusted and is down 1 microfarad and tell them they need to change it. That's not what I do. There's nothing wrong with that capacitor. So, but yeah, guys, just check on your customers. I mean, they're who keeps us in business, so we should check on them every so often. And that's what we do. We give them a free year of maintenance, and we check on them and make sure they're good to go. So, yes, we got a pretty clean coil here. And whenever we have one that's really not that bad, I like to use this stuff here. So yeah. right, guys, we got a clean out. We want a trap we want to clean out here. And you see it's got this threaded clean out on it. And if you guys have ever used the gallow gun, you know it doesn't fit in there. It's a pain to get in there. So you'd end up having to cut it along here somewhere and blow it somewhere or not. But I've used this in another video on a 1-inch pipe, but we're going to use the cannon, the gallow gun cannon attachment. What this does is when you drop it down in here, it actually expands to it expands to the diameter of this 3/4 inch pipe. So we're going to drop that down in there pretty much as deep as it'll go. You want to make sure it goes past your outlet of your coil there, and then you drop that down in there, and then we're gonna blow this thing out. We're gonna drop our cannon, like I said, down as pretty much as deep as it'll go, and then we're going to and I could feel like I was trying to pull back on this while I was doing it. It does. It expands there and it holds it there. So, and then it just goes right back to normal. It's pretty cool. All right. And then after I like doing that, I'll just follow it up with some water. Just like this. Let it flush out. And you should be good to go. But I'm going to show you one more thing that I like to use also here in 1 second. All right, this right here, I think I've showed you guys this before too. I'm not sure. It's the AC drain sucker. This will create pressure by itself, but I like using it with water. I will drop it. See, it sucks in from this side, blows out from this side. I like to drop it in a bucket of water here, and then take your other end and just drop it down into your drain, and then just start pumping. And it's going to pump the water out of that jug directly into the trap, and we are getting some serious pressure here. I mean, we are blowing anything we got out of there. Let me pull it out a little bit so you guys can see how fast that's coming out of there. I mean, you could use this thing if your pan here was full. I mean, you could use this thing to suck all the water out of there and get this thing cleared out in no time. So, you know, a couple different things by New Calgon here to clear drains. I mean, works really well. You get your drains cleared out, and you know they're good to go. All right, guys, if we look here, we have a condensate pump here underneath a mini split unit that's been leaking. And when I first looked at it, it seemed like this wall was wet. And if we take a look at the thermal, you can see how wet that wall really is. See that red at the top is our pump, and all that blue is where is moisture. Yep, so we know we got a pretty significant leak here. I'm gonna check out the reservoir on this baby. Yummy. It's so gunked up, it's not even letting the water out. All right, the plumbing department's backed up, and this customer has a toilet. Sloan toilet that won't stop running. So we've already done a couple of these. We're going to try to get this toilet to stop running all the time. Listen to it. So what we found with the other ones is inside this flush body here, there has been dirt built up and stuff like that. He just had his well replaced, so that's what we found on the other ones. So the way we've been doing it is this little screw here will turn the water flow off. Turn that all the way in, and then make sure it's off, and we undo this nut here, and this whole body will come off. This top will also come off. And then we will take it to the sink, we'll clean it out. Any debris that's in there, we'll clean it out, put it back together, and it'll be good to go. So, like I said, I usually don't work on this kind of stuff, but I kind of felt my way through it and we got it figured out. All right, you can see here that top comes off with a wrench. And then inside here, we've got this piece, which maybe comes off, so you can get it off with a flathead. Hold on one second. All right, we pried it off with a flathead, and that piece should come right off. There we go. And then inside here, there's a plunger. Go ahead and flip it upside down. Let that plunger come out. This plunger right here. So we've been cleaning this up. You see it's got some caulk on it. And then inside there, we've got a lot of caulk where it makes the seal at. So we've been cleaning that up real good. Putting it all back together, and let's fix it. Any of my plumbing subscribers out there, let me know what I'm doing wrong about this, but we seem to have been fixed all three of them, or both the other ones we've done so far. So